Now, the Friday football final, brought to you by Laurel Hyundai.
Good evening. Welcome to Week 11 of the Friday football final. 11 games from across the region. All the scores and tomorrow's schedule in the ticker at the bottom of your screen. Our Laurel Hyundai game of the week in Huntington County. Forest Hills visiting Mount Union, and that's where we find Melanie Gillespie.
A game that truly came down to the wire. You can see it in the scoreboard. Forest Hills shutting down Mount Union 14-13, and this game was all about penalties and turnovers, and what a finish it was for the Rangers.
How are you going to be remembered by this game tonight?
Number 2 Mount Union coming into tonight's game with their first home district game ever facing Forest Hills. Scoreless first quarter, lots of turnovers in tonight's matchup like this one. Pass to Clayton Hefner, pops out, recovered by the Rangers D. Joe Donahue, a questionable start at kickoff, hits Dustin Oler to run it up and in for the first Ranger touchdown of the game. But Trojans battle back with this reverse carry by B.J. Lohner to give Mount Union 6 on the board. But Forest Hills made their trip over the mountain count. Donahue hits Quinn DeFloro, who runs it up and in, but let's go for 2. Joe hits Oler again, deep left corner for the conversion.
A series where we had a couple of short passes that our receivers picked up big yards after the catch. That carried us down the field to get our second touchdown. That really just picked us up for the rest of the game.
In the second half, a bad snap up and over the head of Eli Piner gives the Trojans great field position, leading to this touchdown pass to Devin Kyler. Mount Union could have tied up the game, but in a dramatic twist, the kick is blocked by that Ranger defense. Back-to-back turnovers in this game. Mount Union giving one last-ditch effort, but Donahue snags the pick to end the game.
I was really not even considering putting him on defense tonight, but I knew we had to make a play, and I wanted to said, put Joe in that corner, put Joe in the corner. And I said, Joe, can you do it? He said, I can do it, Coach. He went out and made the play.
Just stoked that we get to play another week of football. I'm proud of my team, and I'm proud of my coaches, and I got to thank God for the victory.
Been resilient, and we persevered all year long. Even tonight in the first half, we lost 2 starters, had 2 secondary guys out the whole second half, and we just hung in there and played well enough to win.
Forest Hills moves on to 7-4 and heads into the second round of the playoffs. Coach Bailey says they'll be scouting out Central Cambria and Martinsburg tomorrow night to see who their next opponent will be. Reporting in Mount Union, Melanie Gillespie, 6 Sports.
Thanks, Mel. So the number 2 seed in District 6 AA goes down. The top seed, undefeated Richland at home tonight. They're taking on 8 seed Ligonier Valley. The Rams versus the Rams. Opening drive for Richland. Tanner Solarchik racks up another touchdown from a few yards out. They go for 2. It's 8-0 Richland. Ligonier Valley on the move, but Scott Fennell is picked off by Nick Naglis. He is a man on a mission, gets great blocking down the field. That's a Richland touchdown to make it 15-0. You like that play? Well, how about one more? But thank you, sir. May I have another? Naglick with his second interception. Richland student section all fired up for Naglick and the second INT of the game. Matt Schaefer back on offense on the ensuing drive. Kyle Flick with the grab. Can we call that a Flick 6? Richland with a convincing 46-6 win to open the playoffs. The other quarterfinals in District 6 AA, both games tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Central Cambria at Central, and Bald Eagle visits Tyrone. Portage, the top seed in District 6A, hosting Blairsville tonight. The 2 teams looking ready to do battle, and this one, all Mustangs early on. Blairsville, Scott Thompson on the keeper, but the Weavers with football. Caleb Kephart scoops it up, puts the team on his back, Marshawn Lynch style, fights his way into the end zone. The Mustangs are up early. Still first quarter, Michael Bria gives it to Scott Giles, and he slices away through the Blairsville defense, puts Portage up 14-0. Then it's Bria again, rolling out to his left. He throws a nice touch pass to the goal line. It's C.W. Miller, hauls it in with a nice grab. Mustangs cruising. Bria later in the game going to do it with his legs, and he'll sneak in for the score. This one, all Mustangs. Portage advances with a 49-14 win.
You know what? It's great to win a playoff game. We didn't win one last year. It's been a while. It feels great for the seniors. We're back home next week, Final Four. 4 more quarters to get to the championship. So, you know, I'm really proud of the kids. We had a great game.
Another Heritage team in action tonight. Conference champ Homer Center hosting Juniata Valley. Wildcats punch in an early touchdown for a 7-0 lead. Then Homer pushes ahead with Ian Lee. The junior finds a seam and heads for pay dirt. It's 14-0 Homer. Spreading the wealth. It's Mike Newhouse running in for the score. Juniata Valley on the move. Caleb Taylor with a pitch to Aaron Masonette. barely gets it by the fingertips, holds on for a nice grab, but the Hornets didn't score on the drive. Homer Center moving on to the next round with a 42-6 win over JV. The other quarterfinals in District 6 Single A, both games tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Bishop Carroll at Bellwood Annis, Penns Manor hosting Bishop Guilfoyle. Triple A regional action in Clearfield County. Johnstown trekking north to take on Clearfield. The Bison's band getting the crowd pumped up before this one. In the third quarter, Bison up 21. Seth Caldwell scampers into the end zone to make it 35-7. Now in the fourth, Christian Lezer with the QB sneak. Clearfield rolls on to the 42-7 win. Six Sports making the trip to the Berg to see Somerset take on University Prep. Eagles first series, Tanner Stull takes the ball, goes off left tackle, 12 yards out. That's 7-0 Somerset. On Prep's first drive, quarterback Miles Catlin drops back, and he is picked off. Logan Eller heads down the sideline, picks up a huge return. He's finally tackled deep in Prep territory, and that sets up Stull. Gets the opportunity to go back, look left. In the pass, hey, that's coming right at you. Zach Baker gets the feet down. They make it 13-0 Golden Eagles after one. Into the second quarter, Stull gets the ball once again, rolls right and finds Doug Berkebile, who goes down the sideline. He will not be denied. Somerset led 22-0 at the half. University Prep battles back, but not enough. Somerset 28-20, their first playoff win in 24 years. Still to come on the Friday football final, a win for the ages in District 5.